The following documentary film tells the story of four young American sailors who formed a band after getting to know each other during the aftermath of the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001. Some of what follows may be disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
The problem with S.B.M was that we were all assholes. We were working 12-hour days, trying not to get killed on the gates of Pearl Harbor.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Hey, and if you watch your goddamn mouth.
Does my mouth sound like it's open?
Shut your goddamn mouth. Hey.
What does a man do? Mirror see.
Hopefully not that up your fucking face.
Alright, enough of that band. Yeah, let's go back to the real band.
Nobody wants to see that piece of shit punk rock playing a fucking drum set.
The threat seemed every bit as real as anywhere else. In Pearl Harbor, they manned us up, armed us up, and told us to start searching vehicles for bombs and keeping an eye out for terrorists. So, as far as we knew, we could be under attack at any time. Sometimes went days without showers, eating whatever food and drinking whatever water they would bring to you on the gate because it wasn't very well organized. So you might go a full shift with one meal, 12-hour shift with one meal, with 1 Camelback of water. So it was miserable. It sucked. We were all angry, we were all stressed out, and we were all mean as shit to each other.
Day 2 in that fucking... that yellow thing is kicking Tom's ass. You can't park this fucking car. Figure out what you're doing? The Mexican eating a taco.
This is a fucking
Oh, my bad.
In spite of their differences and in the face of immense stress and fatigue, the guys managed to come together in an exclusive music studio, known locally in Aiea as Explosives, to record a 3-track demo CD. The songs recorded that day were Dull, If I, and Man in the Mirror. With this fresh off the presses demo CD in hand, S.B.M immediately launched a marketing blitz, hoping to secure a slurry of local gigs. Shortly after the band recorded and began marketing their demo CD, tragedy struck. S.B.M would never be the same again. Singer and vocalist Blain McVey suddenly and without warning vanished from Oahu. Many theories circulated as to what might have become of him. Some believe that his family asked him to quit the band due to the time that it was taking from their father. Others say it was aliens. Most likely, though, Blain's disappearance was the result of Tom telling him that S.B.M was going in a different direction than he was. Whatever the cause, Spent Beyond Means was thrust into an endless cycle of change. The next several weeks were incredibly tumultuous for the remaining members. Blain will be interviewed for this film in hologram form. We intend, in this way, to honor his contribution to the future life and death of the band called Spent Beyond Means.
Girl, you mean everything to me.
I was hoping I could just have you like introduce yourself and say what your role was in the band and just explain.
Yeah, I was approached to be the singer. They needed some vocals.
You were in the studio with us, which only happened once for that band, and then that band broke up after the first show. Why or what happened? Why you had to stop being a part of Spent Beyond Means?
I think there was a bunch of different reasons. I know Tom had a vision of kind of where the band wanted to go.
It was family that I think your wife, she had told you it was taking up too much of your time. Yeah.
I don't remember that, but you're probably right.
He didn't remember certain things either. Like there was, do you remember a song, Teenager in Love? We do it in practice sessions.
No, I don't remember.
He doesn't remember it either. I have it on video though.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of a Weezer knockoff song.
Hey Jesse, you want to play Teenager in Love?
Okay. to be a musician or do you want to be a movie maker?
Hey, once we're gonna have to do a making of the first fucking release CD. I'll do the making of video.
We're gonna sell this tape to get on our website.
Actually,
First days of training.
this is just gonna be the I'm really in a band, I want to get laid tape.
Right.
Fuck it.
Be saving this for whenever you start the interview, or you already just like rolling on the. I don't want to like waste good stories on the pre-interview. So as long as you're capturing this, then.
What does a man in the mirror see as he stares back to the glass looking at me? Does he know all
And I'm like, man, I can sing so much better than Blain did back then. Like now, like I was like, this is like bad. Like I thought he was good when we had him. Like it was like, all right, this guy's a good singer. And I'm listening to that stuff now, and I'm like, and that's weak now. But it would have been like, if I could have you here with me, or something, like the really like raspy, throaty, we're keeping it real tight, trying to, I had finally kind of let go of the, and like sang that one, and I remember like Chris McCoy being all like, oh, that's really good, that's, and that was kind of the thing first started in just trying to like expand, or have better technique or sing better and stuff like that. So, and I remember on If I, there was this part after the second chorus where he's supposed to, like, I wanted to do singing, I can picture it in my head when, and it's like, to make you feel the same. Something like that. And instead he just does this. It's like, it's kind of like one note, you know what I mean? I had like this kind of, it goes really high and does this thing, and I remember it all, like it was yesterday.
He's moved on. He's got a following on Smule Sing now. That's his,
I don't even know what that is.
it's like a karaoke box for your phone. It's an app.
I did this movie Battle for Editha back in 2006.
Excellent movie.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. My wife hates you for making us look at your ass, though. Just so you know.
You know what? That was not my choice. I can tell you a story about that in a minute when I finish this story. But so one of the guys that was in the cast, I met, we became friends, and he kind of played the bass a little bit, meaning he hardly played the bass at all. But he owned a bass, and so I convinced him to come jam with the drummer. And I basically would sit there in my garage before practice. We would have practice and like literally like show him like note for note how to play the songs.
Right.
And you know what? Like, Bernie Sanders is a self-proclaimed socialist, Democratic socialist. I'm a self-proclaimed curmudgeon over at work, like a grumpy old man. I could have probably been nicer to him then. At the time, you think like, we're trying to make it. We're trying to do something here with this, and you're like, fucking up. Like, yeah, I was playing the drums.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't play the drums at all. Like, although I say, like, I'm clearly better at playing the drums on I listened to that song Dull. I did play the drums on Dull, and I'm just like that same 3-hit fill every time, and I'm thinking to myself, like, why did you not like venture out and try to like do some more fills? And I'm like, well, probably because I couldn't, like I could play the beat, like the even on the chorus, like, and I was solid keeping that beat, the melody was all thrown off, so I kept it that dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. You know, and even in the breakdown, I try to do like this kind of. And it actually kind of like, it's definitely sloppy and a little off time, but
like the Muppets. That sounded a little bit like the Muppets.
Could be. Yeah. You know, like Justin's holding us back with these bass lines, you know, so we don't have some of that bottom end in the recordings that we maybe would have liked.
There was a final day of recording where nobody showed up, including me. It was just you and Dean and Garrett. Did you guys re-record any of my bass lines because of how bad they were?
No. Are you not at all? No,
okay.
Definitely not.
Okay.
I can definitively say that no, we did not re-record any bass lines.
Okay.
Does it sound like